Just about to get underway, the Sheboygan A's taking on the Appleton Legends in a Northeastern Wisconsin Baseball League matchup. It's the 4-1 A's in league taking on the fourth place Legends, who stand at 1-1. And it'll be Rodney Valdez on the mound. And the left-hander will, or the lineup the left-hander will be facing tonight, it'll be Courtney Watkins for the Legends leading it off, Trent Whitcomb batting second, and Evan Bowman batting third. Matt DeYoung cleaning up. Dom Hillesheim is batting fifth, and Kevin Congus batting sixth. And the bottom of the order is Brady Stolzman batting seventh, Matt Bayman batting eighth, and Bryce Cross at the bottom of the order. Offensively for the A's tonight, on the infield it's Zach Kane over at first base. Hunter Berry is at his usual second base spot. Ben Gordon at short. And at third base it's Jake Arns. In the outfield and left field it's Mark Warner. Adam Ryan is playing center. And Josh Moses in right field. And the battery, again, Valdez on the mound with Nelson doing the catching.
Leading off for the Legends, center fielder, number 2, Courtney Watkins.
Valdez just finishing up his warm-up pitches. A's last played Sunday. They fell in a doubleheader in Kenosha after they swept the doubleheader at home the previous afternoon. And Valdez's first offering is on the outside, swung on and missed, and it's 0-1. Now 0-1, he's out ahead of it. And Watkins down in the count 0-2. And a high fastball swung on and missed. 3 pitches and a strikeout to begin the ball game for Valdez and the A's. So 1 up, 1 down. And that'll bring up Trent Whitcomb.
Second baseman, number 21, Trent Whitcomb.
Pitch high and maybe just in off the plate. Ball and no strikes to Whitcomb, the left-handed batter. Valdez, an international player. His hometown is Panama City, Panama. Now he swings and misses. Does Whitcomb 1-1. Currently goes to school at Indian Hills Community College. And squares to bunt. And it's a called strike, 1-2. Valdez on the year. This is his 4th game, his 3rd start. In 12 2/3 innings, he's got an ERA of 1.42. As that one misses high and away, 2-2. He's given up 6 hits in just under those 13 innings pitched. He's given up 4 runs, just 2 of those earned. He's walked 9 and struck out 11. 2-2 on the outside corner, called 3rd strike. And Valdez cooking early. Got 2 strikeouts to begin the ball game. 2 up, 2 down.
Third baseman, number 9, Evan Bowman.
So now it's Evan Bowman, the 3rd baseman for the Legends tonight. There's a called strike on the outside to the right-handed 3rd baseman for Appleton. On the left-hander's 0-1. Swung on and missed on a pitch in the dirt. 0-2 the counts. Valdez in the windup in the 0-2. Swung on it right up the middle. That'll be a line drive base hit that went right past Valdez over his shoulder. Somehow avoiding contact with that line drive is Valdez. And it's a 2-out single.
Right fielder, number 34, Matt DeYoung.
So the Legends put on a base runner with 2 out in the inning, and that'll bring up their cleanup hitter, left-handed batting Matt DeYoung. And he's behind that fastball, 0-1. Valdez gets his sign, he comes set. Breaking ball called strike. And he's quickly ahead 0-2. The early going, Valdez has had good command of his pitches. Struck out the first 2, where he gave up a single on an 0-2 count to the last hitter. Now there's a swing and a miss, another strikeout. So Valdez gives up a 2-out single, but he strikes out the side. And that'll do it for the first half of inning number 1. We'll head to the bottom half of the inning. Legends don't score, and the A's are coming up next. Back in Sheboygan, and it's Jason Milkowski on the mound for the Appleton Legends. And he'll have Josh Moses for the A's to lead it off. Now the right-hander in the lineup in the first pitch. It's a fastball missing up and in. Ball and no strikes to the A's right fielder. Another fastball missing high, 2 balls, no strikes. Another one that misses high, and Moses quickly ahead, 3 balls, no strikes. This is the 9th game of the year for Moses. In 38 plate appearances, he's got 11 hits. That's good for a .393 average. As now he'll take ball 4, and the A's have a leadoff base runner in the bottom of the first inning. So that'll bring up Mark Warner, the left fielder, with a man at first, nobody out.
Left fielder, number 16, Mark Warner.
The rest of the lineup for the A's, it's Adam Ryan to follow in center. Mitch Sutton cleaning up, DHing. Zach Kane batting 5th. Jake Arns will bat 6th. Weston Nelson will bat 7th. Ben Gordon batting 8th, and Hunter Berry the 9 spot, and that one comes in and that gets him. So some early troubles for Malkowski. He walks the first batter on 4 pitches. And then hits the next batter on the first pitch to Warner. The A's will take it as they'll put 2 men on base without the benefit of a hit, and there's still no outs in the inning.
Center fielder, number 39, Adam Ryan.
So it'll be Adam Ryan. Ryan has 2 home runs on the season. That's from the left side. And he takes a called strike on the outside. And it's 0-1. The first strike by Malkowski in his first 6 pitches. Adam Ryan with a .444 average to begin the year, posting a .500 on base. His OPS to begin the season nearly at 1.4. So he's getting on base and hitting for plenty of power to begin the year. Now he swings and hits that one deep in the center. And making the catch just in front of the wall is Courtney Watkins. Adam Ryan gave it a ride out into deep right center. Watkins tracked it down just in front of the fence in right center.
Designated
That's the first
hitter,
run of the inning.
number 45, Mitch Sutton.
So a hard hit ball is just an out, however. On the play, Moses does advance over to third. Warner stays at first, and it's Mitch Sutton with runners in the corners. The first pitch misses up and in, a ball and no strikes. Malkowski comes set. 1-0 to Sutton. A swing and a little blooper. That'll fall in for a base hit in front of the right fielder, Matt DeYoung. And that's an RBI single. The A's take an early lead in the bottom of the first inning.
First baseman, number 21, Zach Kane.
So after Adam Ryan hits a deep drive in the right center, Mitch Sutton hits a little blooper. And he has an RBI single. The A's have a 1-0 lead on the first pitch. Zach Kane grounds it to Trent Whitcomb, who will flip it over to Bryce Cross at the shortstop covering second to get the force. And Sutton is out. No return throw to first, so Kane is safe. Warner goes to third. So runners on the corners. Now 2 outs in the inning for Jake Arns. The fielder's choice for Zach Kane. 4-6 is the put out. And the Appleton Legends manager, Rick Riddle, out to have a chat. The entire infield along with his pitcher. Now the home plate umpire will come out and break it up. As Riddle will trot back to the dugout. As now Jake Arns will step up.
Third baseman, number 29, Jake Arns.
Jake Arns, a right-handed batter. First pitch from Malkowski, called strike. 0-1. A's lead 1-0 on the Mitch Sutton RBI single that he was able to just dump in front of the right fielder Matt DeYoung. Scored Moses, who walked on 4 pitches to begin the bottom of the first inning. The 0-1 to Arns. A grounder over to the right side. Whitcomb, the second baseman, will pick it up. And he'll flip over to first to Hillsheim covering, and that will end the inning. But the A's on the RBI single from Sutton get on the board early. They will go to the top half of the second inning as they lead 1-0 over the Appleton Legends. First baseman for the Legends will lead it off, Dom Hillesheim. It'll be 5, 6, 7 in the order. Top of the second, A's lead 1-0, and the first pitch is called strike. On the inside corner, 0-1. The first inning, Valdez worked around a 2-out single. He actually struck out the side in the inning, so that one misses off the plate. On the outside, a ball and a strike. Left-hander gets his sign from Nelson. 1-1, and that's on the inside at the knees. A ball and 2 strikes. One-two from Valdez. Swung on and missed. Gets a bit away from Nelson. He'll grab that one, throw over to Kane in time, and that's a strikeout. And the first 4 outs have come via the strikeout by Valdez. Officially gives a K and 1 to 3
Designated hitter, number 37, Kevin Kangas.
The throw from Nelson officially secures the strikeout. And that'll be Kevin Kangas, the DH. One out in the inning, and that one is inside and gets off the glove of Nelson. A ball with no strikes. Joining us late, A's got one in the bottom of the first on a single by Sutton. Now there's a called strike. It's 1-1. In the windup, the left-hander gets another swing and a miss on the outside. It's 1-2. Valdez has 4 strikeouts through just 4 outs recorded. He's ahead early 1-2. And there's a fastball that was on the corner but a bit above the waist. So it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Now that one is grounded to the left side, and that's past the diving Arns and off the glove of Gordon. To try to make that play deep in the hole and short left field, right on the outfield grass. So that'll be an infield single. Second hit given up by Valdez in as many
Catcher,
innings.
number 6, Brady Stoltzman.
And it'll be Brady Stoltzman doing the catching tonight for Appleton. Runner at first, 1 out in the inning. First pitch fastball, up and in. Ball and no strikes. Fastball. This one's on the outside. Alvin's works his way back into it, 1-1. Valdez has had good early command to this ball game. There's a breaking pitch that misses high. 2 balls and a strike. Only 2-1. Fastball, this one just missed. Looks like it might have had the corner. When he missed just above the top of the zone, and it's 3 balls and a strike. First time Valdez has fallen behind a hitter. And that'll be ball 4. As that one missed high, so runners at first and second.
Left fielder, number 3, Matt Bayman.
Walks is something of an issue that Valdez has dealt with. He's walked 9 through just under 13 innings pitched coming into the ball game. He also struck out 11 coming into today. That one misses off the outside corner. It's 1-0 to Matt Bayman. So he has great electric stuff that gets the swing and miss, but he also has issues locating it. Now there's a swing and a chopper to Arns. He'll grab it, and the throw to first will not be in time. There's a high chopper that Arns had to wait to come down as he made the play. And in the time it took for that ball to reach Arns, it was too late to get it out. So bases are loaded. 1 out in the inning for Bryce Cross.
Shortstop, number 12, Bryce Cross.
So it's Congas at third base. He had the 1 out infield single. Stoltzman, who walked, at second. And Bayman, who just had the infield single at first. A's have their corner infielders playing in. As that one misses down and away, a ball and no strikes to the shortstop. A's in the middle infield, Gordon and Barry playing at double play depth, trying to get the ground ball to get him out of the inning. There's a half swing, and he went. So a 1-1 on the swing. On a pitch up in the zone. The 1-1 is grounded to the left side foul near the third base coach. So Valdez gets ahead 1-2 to the 9-hole hitter Bryce Cross, with Courtney Watkins in the top of the order looming. Bases loaded, 1 out. A's lead 1-0 on the single by Sutton in the last half inning. Now there's a swing and a miss, another strikeout. That's number 5. And every out has come via the strikeout so far.
Center fielder, number 2, Courtney Watkins.
It'll bring up Courtney Watkins, who was the first of the 5 victims of the K that Valdez has already. We are in just the top of the second. Bases are still loaded, but now 2 outs. With that, the quarter outfielders, or quarter infielders, at first and third will move back into their normal positions. That one misses inside. A ball and no strikes to Watkins. That one misses on the outside corner. So 2 balls, no strikes. Nowhere to put him. Valdez forced to come to the strike zone. It's Trent Whitcomb, the second baseman, on deck. There's a ground ball to the left signs. Arns will pick it up. He'll flip over to Hunter Berry, covering second, and gets the runner just in time. The close play, but the field umpire ruled him out. So it's a 5-4 fielder's choice put out to end the inning, and Valdez works around the bases loaded 1-out threat without allowing a run. So we will head to the bottom half of the second, and the A's are still up on the Appleton Legends. They have a 1-0 lead. A's have their bottom of the order, 7, 8, 9. It'll be Nelson, the catcher, to lead it off. A's have a 1-0 lead. The first pitch from Malkowski misses high. And Weston Nelson ahead, a ball and no strikes. The right-hander's fastball misses down and in. 2 balls, no strikes. Tool fastball misses high near his eyes. It's 3 balls and no strikes to the A's backstop. This is his 9th game. A slow start for him, a 136 average and a 296 on base. As he takes a called strike, 3-1. 3-1 hit over to the first baseman, Hillesheim. And it bounces out of his glove, but he's able to recover it. And then go over, or flip it over to first to get the out. With the pitcher covering. That's the first out of the inning.
Shortstop number 23, Ben Gordon.
So a ground out to first by Nelson to begin the inning, and it'll bring up Ben Gordon, the shortstop, 1 out in the inning. He takes a ball down and in. Ball and no strikes. Fastball right on the outside corner, called strike. 1-1. Gordon with a 133 average through just 16 plate appearances in 7 total games. As he takes a curveball that catches the inside, and it's a called strike. 1-2.
Sheila, can you make sure you get some good crowd photos tonight, please?
1-2 pitch is a fastball, and Gordon was late on it. He fouls that one into the netting. And the count will remain at 1-2. Gordon has scored 4 times. He does have an RBI in the year. Now he gets a curveball, and he hits a little looping liner over the head of Cross at short. So a 1-out single.
The second baseman, number 15, Hunter Berry.
After Gordon got a fastball he was late on, he got a slow curveball he was able to wait back on and line in the left. So a good piece of hitting gets him at first. Now it's Hunter Berry, the second baseman. So he takes a fastball in off the plate. Ball and no strikes. Now I step off and look over to the runner, and Gordon will be back in without a throw. Berry through 9 games and 35 plate appearances, and he takes one at the knees for a called strike. 1-1, a 478 average. On base at 600. He's got 6 RBIs and 6 runs. To a strong start is Berry. 1-1 is a fastball. Up and in as he backs out of the way. It's 2 balls and a strike. Berry was the hero in the first game of the Kenosha doubleheader on Saturday. A's trailed in most of that game, but he had the walk-off single in the bottom of the 7th. Gave him a 4-3 lead. There's a swinging a ground ball, foul past the third baseman. And it's 2-2. A's trailed in that game after just 1/2 inning. Fell behind 3-0 for Eric Schmitz, and was able to sort of correct himself and keep the Kings off the board, along with the relief appearance by Rex Lightus, and that'll allow the A's to come back into it as there's a swing and a miss. And Berry strikes out. So 2 outs in the inning.
Right fielder, number 36, Josh Moses.
A's would go on to win the game, or second game of that doubleheader, as they walked off for the 10-run rule in the 6th, 11-1. It's now Josh Moses. He takes a fastball down the middle, 0-1. Runner still at first at Ben Gordon. A's with a 1-0 lead. A's back at the top of the order. There's a called strike to Moses. Fastball on the outside corner, 0-2. Moses began the bottom of the first offensively for the A's. walked on 4 pitches, and he eventually scored what has been the only run in this ball game so far. We are just in the bottom of the second. Fastball, and that was above the letters. Ball and 2 strikes. If Moses reaches, it's Mark Water to follow. One-two with a runner going is off the outside, and Stolzman loses the handle on it as he got ready to make the throw. But he bobbled it, and it was enough. And then Gordon was able to get in without a throw. So a stolen base runner at second base in scoring position with 2 outs. So a base hit probably scores a run. Now Moses gets one in on his hands. So he gets jammed and fouls that one. Two balls, 2 strikes. Gordon gets his lead. And Malkowski gets the sign from Stolzman. That one is down and in. Nice block by Stolzman. Keeps Gordon at second base. But it moves the count full, 3-2. Malkowski abandoned the waist, getting his signs from Stolzman. Now he's set, and Moses hits a routine grounder to Bryce Cross, and that one gets away from Hillesheim at first base, and Gordon with some heads-up base running able to score. And on the error, the A's take a 2-0 lead.
Left fielder, number 16, Mark Warner.
So Warner will now step in with a runner at first base. As that first pitch misses, a ball and no strikes. Moses will not be given an RBI. The A's take a 2-0 lead. There's a curveball missing down and away. Two balls, no strikes. That one comes in, and that hits Warner. He's been hit twice in 2 plate appearances. His first plate appearance, the first pitch he saw drilled him, and now on a 2-0 count, one comes in and hits him. Two runners
Center
at first
fielder,
and second.
number 39, Adam Ryan.
We ruled an E3 on that error on the batted ball by Moses. Looked like a good throw from Cross. Don't know really what happened with Hillesheim at first. He just sort of dropped it, which allowed Ben Gordon to score all the way from second base. And now that one misses outside, a ball and no strikes. It's Adam Ryan, who flew out deep to center field in his first plate appearance. Give it a deep drive, but not far enough. Now, Malkowski will step off and spin and fake a throw to second, as Moses will scurry back. Ball and no strikes. Well, the A's center fielder swings and misses. A ball and no strikes. A ball and a strike. With Mitch Sutton, the DH, on deck. Runners at first and second, 2 outs in the inning. A's now have a 2-0 lead. The curveball in the dirt, blocked by Stolzman, keeps the runners at first and second. As Ryan moves ahead to count 2 balls and a strike. The 2-1 is in way outside, and Ryan is way ahead, 3 balls and a strike. Adam Ryan, along with his 2 home runs, has 2 doubles on the year. And that 3-1 pitch is outside. That's his 3rd walk of the season. And that will load up the bases with 2 outs in the inning.
Program number for bases loaded.
Designated hitter, number 45, Mitch Sutton.
So it's Mitch Sutton who had the RBI single in the last inning for the A's. Came with 1 out and scored Josh Moses. Now he has the chance to add to his RBI total and give the A's a nice early lead. They already lead 2-0, looking for more. It's an 0-1 count after a foul ball straight back. Now there's a fastball on the inside, a called strike to Sutton. 0-2. Josh Moses had a ground ball that should have ended the inning. And it looked like Bryce Cross made the play and made a good throw. It's just a first baseman Hillesheim just dropped it. Allowed Gordon to score. A fastball up, half swing, but foul. Off the bat. And Sutton will do it again at 0-2. Bases loaded, 2 outs, 0-2 count. A fastball. That was had the plate, but was plenty high near the letters 1 and 2. Ball and 2 strikes. And a fastball on the outside corner. And Sutton, and it looked like Lumens also disagreed with the call. No real argument will be made, giving the umpire a bit of a stink eye, and that will end the 2nd inning. A's load up the bases, but leave them loaded. They do score a run on an error, and we will head to the top half of the 3rd inning, and they now have the 2-0 lead. It's the top of the third, and the Legends have their top of the order. 2, 3, 4, Whitcomb, Bowman, and DeYoung. And the first pitch from Valdez is a ball down low and a fastball, 1-0. Whitcomb struck out looking in the first. Valdez has gotten 6 outs. 5 of them have come via the strikeout. Now there's a pop-up, and Nelson going to give it a look, and he's going to make the catch right in front of the netting, right behind home plate. So the first out of the inning, a routine pop-up to the catcher,
Third baseman, number 9, Evan Bowman.
and it will be Evan Bowman playing third base. He singled in the first. Was left stranded after Valdez got DeYoung swinging to end the inning. The first pitch is a fastball missing high. Ball and no strikes. Valdez in the windup, and the left-hander's 1-0 offering is down and in, as Nelson had to quickly get up and scoop that one. 2 balls, no strikes. Now the 2-0 is popped up to the right side. Making the catch, or making the call of the catch, is Zach Kane at first base in foul territory up the first base line, just before the first base bag.
Right fielder, number 34, Matt DeYoung.
So 2 batters, 2 pop-outs, both in foul territory. And that'll bring up Matt DeYoung, 0 for 1 with a K, as he takes one off the outside. Ball and no strikes to the left-handed hitting right fielder for the Legends. Fastball down and away, 2 balls, no strikes. Appleton, no runs, 3 hits. They've committed an error. The A's have 2 runs on 2 hits. No errors thus far, as there's a swing and a miss on a pitch down and in. Was out ahead of it. 2 balls and a strike. Two-one on the outside corner, swung on and missed. So Valdez working his way back, 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs in the inning. Trying to get his team back in the dugout quickly. The A's lead 2-0. Now there's a swing and a line drive into left that'll fall in front of Water, as he'll pick it up and throw it into Gordon. So a 2-out base hit, hard hit single by DeYoung. And that'll bring up Dom Hillesheim.
First baseman, number 45, Dom Hillesheim.
He's 0 for 1. He struck out. Was eventually put out on the 1-2-3. Throw from Nelson over to Kane to secure the out. Stands up with a runner at first, and on the first pitch, he dumps one into right that'll fall in front of Moses, and quickly 2 runners with 2 outs in the inning on back-to-back base hits.
Designated hitter, number 37, Kevin Congas.
So it'll be the DH, Kevin Congas. The Legends have mounted a bit of a 2-out threat here. Runners at first and second. Congas had a base hit, was left stranded at second, or left stranded at third in the second. A ball and no strikes to Kevin Kangas. There's a called strike, 1-1. Fastball right on the outside.
Sheila, what announcements do you have next half inning?
The 5 and the
Legends had a threat in the last inning, too. They loaded the bases with one out. Well, there's a swing and a chopper right back to Valdez. And he'll throw out Kangas in plenty of time on the 1-3 ground out. And that will end the inning. Legends get a couple of base runners on back-to-back hard-hit singles. But Valdez works around it, and we have completed 2.5. We will head to the bottom half of the third. A's still leading the Legends 2-0.
Leading off for the A's, the first baseman, number 21, Zach Kane.
New pitcher on the mound for Appleton. It's number 25, Mitchell Edie, in relief of the starter, Jason Melkowski. And it'll be Zach Kane leading it off for the A's. It'll be 5, 6, and 7. There's a first pitch fastball on the outside corner. The left-handed hitting first baseman for the A's takes a called strike. The 0-1 from the right-hander. Missing outside, 1-1. Now Kane on the 1-1, a grounder over to the right side, picking up and making the play as Whitcomb. As he makes the play in the hole, a couple steps in the outfield grass. That's the first out of the inning. So 4-3 ground out, and that'll bring up Jake Arns.
Third baseman, number 29, Jake Arns.
Jason Melkowski goes just 2 innings, gives up 2 runs, 1 earned. He struck out 2 batters, walked 2 batters, and hit 2 batters. Both hits batsmen were Mark Warner. A's lead 2-0. 1-0 is fouled back to the screen, and it's 1-1. Jake Arns 0 for 1. He grounded out to end the first inning. That one, this is down low. Arns ahead 2-1.
Yes, they have run out.
There's a curveball. Had some good movement, but just missed in off the plate. And Arns ahead in the count, 3 balls and a strike. Fastball up and in. And Arns works a 5-pitch walk to put a runner on with 1 out in the inning. And it'll bring up Weston Nelson.
The catcher, number 30, Weston Nelson.
A's have just 2 hits in the first couple of innings, compared to Appleton's 5. The A's have put some now walked 3 times. They've been hit twice, and they also had a reach on an error that allowed a run to score. So they lead 2-0. The first pitch to Weston Nelson misses inside. There have also been low, a ball and no strikes. Nelson grounded out over to first to begin the inning. Back in the second. 1-0 offering. Fastball in the dirt. Nelson had 2 balls and no strikes as he steps out and gets his sign from Lumens over at third base. Kane with a decent-sized lead off of first. There's a pitch lined up the middle that'll drop in center field. That's a base hit. So the A's put 2 runners on. Still just 1 out in the inning. And it'll bring up Ben Gordon, the shortstop. Gordon is 1 for 1. He singled, stole a base, and eventually scored on the error by Hillesheim. Gordon was standing at second base, and as soon as he saw that Hillesheim had dropped the throw from Cross, he took off from third and was able to score out a throw.
Shortstop, number 23, Ben Gordon.
So that heads up base run and gave the A's a 2-0 lead, which is where we stand right now. Now Ben Gordon with a chance to drive in at least 1. Find the gap. Nelson might be able to score as well. That first pitch is a called strike. And as Stolzman quickly got out of his stance and faked a pickoff throw. It's an 0-1 count. One out in the inning. And there's a fastball down and away, 1-1. Edie with a slight bend at the waist gets the sign from Stolzman. It'll be 1-1. As Gordon squares to bunt, and he'll bunt right through it. He taps his helmet several times in frustration. A ball and 2 strikes, 1 out in the inning. Gordon did not square to bunt on the first couple of pitches. Did on the 1-1 offering. As now he'll call timeout and step out. Interesting to see if he squares the bunt again in a 2-strike pitch. It's 1-2. Doesn't square, and he swings and grounds one over to the third baseman, who drops the ball. He's able to quickly pick it up, does Bowman, and step on third for the force out. So a fielder's choice, 5 unassisted.
Second baseman, number 15, Hunter Berry.
So Gordon will go over to first. Orange is put out on the play. Nelson goes to second, and it'll bring up Hunter Berry. If Bowman plays that cleanly, he might have a chance at a 5-3 double play. Would have been close. Berry does have good speed. Instead, 2 outs, runners at first and second, no error charged. There's a fastball missing inside. Berry 0 for 1 with a K, struck out swinging. In the last inning, so a ball and no strikes. 1-0. The curveball down and away. 2 balls, no strikes. After Berry, it's the top of the order. Josh Moses on deck. Swings and grounds that one. Fouled on the left field line past the A's dugout. Moves the count to 2-1. Two-one pitch. Looked like a changeup. He swung over the top of it, did Berry. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Two outs in the inning. So now Edie will step off and step back on the rubber. Waiting for a sign from Stolzman. And now he comes set. From the waist, to 2-2. Curveball just off the outside. May have also been just a bit low. So it's a full count, 3-2. Both runners will be off on the pitch. There they go, and Berry pops that one up. Shallow center. And a near collision between Watkins and Whitcomb, the center fielder and second baseman, but Watkins will make the catch from center field as he had to come sprinting in to make that catch. Just a few steps from the infield dirt, but it will end the inning. A's get a couple of base runners, cannot muster any more runs. We will head to the top of the 4th. It's the A's 2 and the Legends nothing.
Man.
Brady Stolzman, the catcher, will lead it off for Appleton. As the A's lead 2-0, top of the fourth inning. Valdez still on the mound, and the first pitch is fouled to the right side out of play. 0-1 the count. And the 0-1 is a called strike. And it's quickly 0-2 to Stolzman, who is without an official at bat. He walked back in the second.
He left the stand.
0-2. Fastball just outside, 1-2. Valdez now in the windup in the 1-2. Just missing outside. And Valdez was walking around the mound like that was strike 3. Umpire called it outside, 2-2. A fastball up and away. After 0-2, now Valdez is now in a 3-2 count with the batter Stolzman. It's the bottom of the order for the Legends, 7, 8, 9. It'll be Bayman and Cross to follow. A swing and a miss. There's a strikeout, number 6.
Left fielder, number 3, Matt Bayman.
So now it's Matt Bayman. He's 1 for 1 with a single. Playing left field. And he bats from the right side. And he squares to bunt, looking for a base hit. Valdez will pounce on it and make a strong throw in time. So a good job by Valdez. Playing his position well, quickly getting off the mound. And he has a good arm, so able to make a nice strong throw over to first.
Shortstop, number 12, Bryce Cross.
To beat the speedy Bayman on the potential bunt single. Instead it's a 1-3 putout, and it'll be Bryce Cross, the shortstop. 9-hole hitter for the Legends, and he swings and misses. He was behind the fastball. 0-1. Scouting report on Valdez, his fastball is on the upper 80s. Usually sits maybe mid-80. So he gets a called strike on the outside, 1-1. Pitch down low. And 2 balls and a strike. A's have their top of the order due up in the next half inning, as there's a called strike, 2-2. Right on the outside, on the outer third. And the 2-2 is a fastball, and he blew it by him. A swing and a miss. Strikeout number 7. And Valdez working on a shutout through 4. We will head to the top half, or bottom half of the 4th. A's still lead over the Legends. It's 2-0.
True Value Trivia brought
A's at the top of the order. Josh Moses will lead it off. A's leading 2-0. And a check swing foul ball right down the first base line. And it's 0-1. Moses is 0 for 1. He walked in the first on 4 pitches and eventually scored the first run of the ball game. And then hit a grounder over to the shortstop Bryce Cross in the second inning that was misplayed by Hillesheim. Allow a run to score. Now Moses, it's a deep liner, and that's out of reach of Courtney Watkins, and Moses will try in a second with a leadoff double.
Let's have another conversation.
So Moses drives one into center field. Courtney Watkins, who does have some good speed, is able to cover some ground, unable
Left
to get to that
fielder,
ball.
number 16, Mark Warner.
As Moses was able just to line it over his glove. As it rolled to the fence, and by the time Watkins was able to get it in, Moses was already at second base. So it's Mark Warner. The A's have a scoring opportunity here, trying to pad their lead. So there's a swing and a miss, it's 0-1. Warner has 2 plate appearances. He's seen 4 pitches and he's been hit twice. Swings and misses on a fastball inside. It's 0-2. Those first 2 plate appearances came with Milkowski on the mound. This is now the second inning of relief for Edie. The first time Warner has faced him. On the 0-2. Fastball in on his hands and he fouls it back. No balls, 2 strikes. Edie a long walk in, waiting for a sign. Well, he gets what he wants. And he's set. Coming with the 0-2. Fastball up. Near eye level. Easy take for Warner, 1-2. Edie a little look over to second. Now he's coming home. Now that one misses down low. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Two balls, 2 strikes. Moses at second, led off the inning with a double. Still no outs in the inning. So there's a curveball. And in the dirt and blocked by Stolzman, keeps Moses at second. But it'll move the count full for Mark Warner. A's and Appleton. The Appleton Legends at 3rd and 4th respectively. A's at 4-1 in the Northeastern Wisconsin Baseball League. Appleton 1-1. And there's a fastball in on his hands again, and he fouls it back to the netting. We'll do it again, still 3-2. Both teams behind Menasha and Green Bay, who are tied for first at 1-0. So the A's have played the most games. They've played 5 along with the Marionette Redbirds. Have also played 5. The A's have the most wins through the early part of the season. He's looking to move to 5-1. So that one's fouled into the netting. To the right side behind home plate. And it'll be a 3rd straight full count pitch offering coming up. with Adam Ryan on deck. Still nobody out in the inning. There's a little pop-up on the infield that'll drop in. And everybody's going to be safe. Moses, who was not forced to any base, standing at second, treated back to second base in case that ball was caught. And it fell just behind the pitcher's mound.
Center fielder, number 39, Adam Ryan.
As Edie was unable to make the play, and the shortstop Cross, who was the next closest player, couldn't get to it either. And Cross eventually picked it up, but by that time, Warner with good speed, able to get over to first in time without a throw. So it's a little infield pop-up single, and it's Adam Ryan with first and second, nobody out, and he swings and misses. The left-hander down the count 0-1. Adam Ryan hit the deep drive into center that was just caught in front of the outfield fence in the first, and he walked in the second. He's officially 0 for 1. And he stands in an 0-1 count. He takes a great curveball on the outside. Some good movement as it just caught the outside corner, 0-2. The 0-2 is a fastball as he's laid on that one, and he drills that near the on-deck hitter and near the dugout of several of the A's players. Going to hit the deck. That one looked like it bounced off the top of the dugout. So it's 0-2. Timeout called. Edie steps off. He's set. Right-hander's 0-2 is in the dirt, blocked by Stolzman. So several good blocks by Stolzman tonight. Not allowing any A's base runners to advance. So it's a 1-2 count. And now the offering from Edie is down and in. 2 balls, 2 strikes. To the A's center fielder. Third batter of the inning. Moses led off with a double. Mark Warner had the infield pop-up single that just fell in behind the pitcher's mound. He stands at first. Now there's a swing and a foul straight back. Ryan missed the fastball, so it's 2-2. Or the count remains at 2-2. Two. Missing just inside, may have been also a hair low. And it's suddenly a full count. There are runners at first and second, but with no outs in the inning, they may not be off on the pitch. A's trying to add to their lead. They lead 2-0. And a curveball swung on and missed. as Ryan strikes out. So the first out of the inning, and that'll bring up Mitch Sutton.
Designated hitter, number 45, Mitch Sutton.
He's DHing tonight for the A's. This is his third at bat. He had a little bloop single in the first. It scored the first run of the ball game. He hit 1-0. He struck out in the second. He's 1 for 2. The first pitch is a fastball missing outside. And Stolzman will now a quick trot out and have a chat with his pitcher. And Stolzman making his way back to home plate. Runners at first and second. One out as Ryan just struck out. And it's a 1-0 count to Mitch Sutton. He swings and misses at a fastball on the outside. Moves the count even. It's a ball and a strike, with the A's first baseman, Zach Kane, on deck. Both teams with 5 hits. A's have 2 runs. Legends with no runs on the scoreboard. And Appleton has 1 error committed. A's have been errorless on defense to begin this ball game as the 1-1 pitch misses. It's 2 balls and a strike. Oh, there's a curveball missing inside. It'll get away from Stolzman, but no runners advance. He's able to quickly get that one, but it moves the count to 3 balls and a strike. So Edie, looking to avoid loading the bases, has to come into the zone to the A's designated hitter. As he swings and fouls that one straight back. So it's now a full count, 1 out. Moses and Warner get their leads. Edie's payoff is swung on and missed, and Sutton strikes out. So the first 2 base runners get on, and then Edie strikes out the 3 and 4 hitters.
First baseman, number 21, Zach Kane.
So now it's Zach Kane, the last chance for the A's to try and not waste this opportunity. They had 2 base runners to begin the inning, and they still stand at first and second. Now 2 down. And now there goes Moses off on the pitch, and he'll slide in safely. And he'll steal third base. Warner, who was at first, did not take off on the pitch, so he still stands at first. So the A's have runners on the corners now.
Let's have another conversation.
A's have another runner 90 feet away. Zach Kane is 0 for 2. He's grounded into a 4-6 fielder's choice. And also has a 4-3 ground out. He's 0 for 2. The pitch on the stolen base was called a ball, so it's 1-0. So there's a fastball just outside.
She wants it, Danny.
Stolzman tried to frame that one, but he couldn't get the call. It's 2 balls and no strikes. It's Moses at third base. Warner at first. There's a fastball on the corner. 2 balls and a strike. With Jake Arns on deck. The 2-1 from Edie. Swung on a missed. Kane was ahead of it. And it's 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 runners on, and there's 2 outs in the inning. There's a swing and a miss, and Kane strikes out, and that will do it. The A is getting a leadoff double, followed by a leadoff infield single. They put 2 runners on to begin the inning, but then 3 strikeouts from Edie, and the A's are retired in the inning without a run scoring. So we are through 4. We will head to the top half of the 5th. A's still lead, however. It's 2-0.
And a set of 4 zoo passes for
One out count, top of the 5th. As Valdez gets a swing and a miss from Courtney Watkins. It's 1-1. Top of the order for the Legends. After Watkins, it's Whitcomb, followed by Bowman. That one is fouled. And a pop-up in front of the A's dugout. It's 1-2. Valdez with 6 Ks as we just entered the 5th. In fact, of the first 5 outs, they were all strikeouts to begin the ball game. Now the 2-2 from Valdez. A pop-up and right to Barry at short. He'll settle underneath it, and that's the first out of the inning. So it'll bring up Trent Whitcomb now.
Second baseman number 21, Trent Whitcomb.
And he's 0 for 2 with a K, and he's popped out to the catcher Nelson. And the first pitch is a ball. One swung on and missed. 1-1. Well, he won one from the left-hander. He's down in the dirt, and that'll get away from Nelson. So 2 balls and a strike. A's lead 2-0. Got one in the first on the single by Sutton, one in the second on the error on the batted ball by Josh Moses. That allowed Ben Gordon to score. There's a curveball at the bottom of the zone, 2 balls and 2 strikes. And a swing and a miss. There's a strikeout. And that's number 8 for Valdez.
Third baseman number 9, Evan Bowman.
One of Valdez's big issues coming into the ballgame was his walks, and he's allowed just 1 so far. He's kept up his good strikeout pace. He's got 8. And we have just 2 outs in the 5th. It's the first pitch now to Evan Bowman. Misses outside, 1-0. Well, that one misses down and in. Legends third baseman has singled and popped out over in foul territory to the first baseman. He's 0 for 2. It's a 2 balls, no strike count as he swings and misses. 2 balls and a strike. From the windup, and the 2-1, that's popped up to the right side. And that'll be onto New Jersey Avenue out of play. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs in the inning. That pitch is just high. And it's now full to Evan Bowman with Matt DeYoung on deck. The payoff right at the bottom of the zone, and Bowman knew it. The 9th strikeout for Valdez as he gets Bowman looking to end the 5th inning. So we will head to the bottom half of the 5th.
I have another 4
As the A's offense will come up, and
this time for program
it's the Sheboygan A's still leading. It's 2-0.
Program
Third baseman, number 29, Jake Arns.
It's the bottom of the fifth. And the A's lead 2-0, and it's Jake Arns to lead it off, as Edie is out for his third inning of relief. As it's a fastball up and in, gets away from Stolzman, 1-0. Arns is 0 for 1. He's grounded out and walked.
Outside.
He takes one outside. Arns ahead 2-0. Now he takes one inside. Quickly 3 balls, no strikes to the A's leadoff batter. It's the bottom of the order, 6, 7, 8. Real pitch called strike as Arns was taken all the way. Still ahead at 3-1 is Arns. And he has a big hack at that one. He swings through it. It's now a full count, 3-2. Now that one misses, and that's ball 4. So that'll put a runner at first to begin the inning.
The catcher, number 30, Weston Nelson.
So Weston Nelson will now stand in with Arns at first base. Nelson is 1 for 2. He's singled. And he's grounded out. Now he gets a fastball in his hands and he pops it straight up. Stolzman will give it a look and he'll make the catch on the track to the near the backstop. And a pop out in foul territory for the first out.
Shortstop, number 23, Ben Gordon.
So now it's Ben Gordon, the shortstop. He's singled, and he's hit into a fielder's choice. He's 1 for 2. He also has a run scored and a stolen base. Scored on the error committed by Dom Hillesheim. Now he hits a little liner right to the shortstop cross. And that's the second out of the inning.
Second baseman, number 15, Hunter Berry.
So after the leadoff walk, 2 quick outs. And it'll be the 9-hole hitter, Hunter Berry. Well, there's a pickoff to Arns as he's back in well ahead of the throw. Berry 0 for 2. He's struck out and flown out to center. There's a called strike, 0-1. Now Berry looks at one off the outside, 1-1. One is a hard grounder. Hit over to Cross, who will take a couple steps to his right, pick it up and throw it to the second baseman Whitcomb covering to get the force out, and the inning will end. A's get a leadoff walk by Arns, but cannot muster any runs. So we will head to the 6th inning.
To this season presented by the Sheboygan A's, we have the Dizzy Bat Race.
The top of the 6th, A's still leading Appleton. It's 2-0.
8 times and then a run.
Top of the 6th, and Valdez still on the mound. As it's a called strike to Matt DeYoung. Middle of the order, 4, 5, 6. Another called strike, 0-2.
We hope for Matt Anderson to come out with something
Yeah, of course. Of course.
Now that one is down low and gets through the legs of Nelson. Ball and 2 strikes.
Look at the bright side. Oh, yeah, I got you.
Now the 1-2. Swung on and popped to the left side. And that'll be over the A's dugout out of play. So foul ball, we'll do it over again. It's still a ball and 2 strikes. Now that one misses, and it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Now that one's grounded over to the third baseman. Irons will pick it up, and he'll make the throw in time for the 5-3 putout, and that's the first out of the inning. So 1 up, 1 down, and that'll bring up Dom Hillesheim.
First baseman, number 45, Dom Hillesheim.
The Legends' first baseman is 1 for 2. He's singled and struck out. And there's a swing and a miss. 0-1. Good pitch on the outside. As Hillesheim was out ahead of it.
You gotta do stuff, man. You gotta do stuff,
Fastball missing high.
do exactly.
Ball and a strike. 1 out in the inning. As now that one misses out of the zone on the outside. 2 balls and a strike. A's lead 2-0. We're at the top of the 6th inning. Now there's a swing and a miss. 0-2. Or excuse me, 2-2. Well, there's a 2-2 fastball off the outside, but waved at and missed, and that's The 10th K for Rodney Valdez.